All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another session of our CEJA office hours. I don't think I have any updates to go over as far as the system goes, so I think with that, we'll go ahead and open it up to see if there's any questions that anyone had or anything that you'd like for us to go over on the call this morning.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, I sure can.
Oh, hi, David. Just a quick question on this issue that I keep running into.
Yeah.
On I'm gonna try to pull it up so I know I had it and it disappeared. There it is. Okay, so under the on the progress page under the service needs and assessment items, I keep getting an attention, even though every field is filled out correctly. I cannot find an issue.
That
And I don't know why this keeps happening.
Yeah, let me pull something up because I have an idea of what that might be. Let me log into a different account over here. Share my screen too. Okay, so let me see if I can track down customer here in our test environment. Okay, so I have one right here. Okay, so does it, from your, kind of point of view, are you seeing, something similar to this where you see each, you know,
Yes.
item here and the cost next to it?
Hmm.
Okay, so then I think what is likely happening is, let me open up a new tab here. Is I'm betting one of the costs has a, let's see here. I bet it has a cost estimate to it, and that's a quick change we could make. So when we go to edit the service, let's see if it's this first one here. Looks like the second one. This might just be bad test data, but I would check to see if yes is selected on one of the costs that's been entered. Um, for this is a cost estimate. Because if that is saved, then over here on this progress page, that will come through as a yellow flag. If
Hey, David, which one is it specifically? Because I had a bug card. I did put together the instructions, that showed which ones like had to be selected. But which one was it that wasn't showing up or marking off?
that, I'm not sure. And that what was the one that you're seeing, or what
Um,
is?
you mean the one that I couldn't find the correct pairing to, or the one I asked about last week, or are we?
Yeah, the one here, I'll put it in the chat here a second. Let me get to it. Went through and updated or put together a set of instructions specifically for the service needs assessment to align with the, sorry, I'm trying to get there. Copy link address, chat. I think the one you were talking where's my chat? There it is. The one I think the one you talked about last week was like a mentoring one or something like that. And
Oh,
so,
yeah. I actually have a list because I ran into that issue again with another one. Let me pull
yeah,
it up. It was, I can get to, okay. So provide connection for mentorship or peer support in-house, and
mhm.
also provide cost coverage for application fee in-house.
So, I the peer the instructions, I think I just put in the chat. It's in there, and I believe, let's see, gotta find it. There's just a lot in it, you know. Peer mentorship. So there's a service that it's
Mm-hmm.
aligned to. Mentorship. It's mentorship service, like on page 9 of that set of instructions, David. So that's that one. But because I did some testing on it after
Mm-hmm.
we met last week, and I gotta get come on, words. I think I I'm trying to get to the
It's okay.
customer
I'm going to
status.
pull up one of the ones I have with the mentorship issue that just was not working for me no matter what I did. Okay.
Service needs assessment. So there are a couple like the application fees is a bug, so that'll be um in our next sprint. We can put it in there to get fixed.
Okay.
So once that's updated, for some reason it wasn't.
Okay. Um, okay, I pulled up one that had provide connection for mentorship or peer support in-house. So I am gonna look and watch what you do and try to do the exact same thing to see if I can get it to go away.
Okay. So David, did you want to show her just how to add that mentorship service?
Yeah, hang on. This Teams thing is not operating with me. Okay. So let's go back here. And let me see here. I think that's under. Yes, when we are adding the service cost, we'll select other, and then under service subtype, mentorship, alumni networking. And then we'll fill in the rest of the information here. Start date, payment costs, number of times offered at this cost, cost estimate, no. And then paid by and split payment. And we'll click save. That should. Wonder if they're pushing out an update. Let me refresh this. They sure are. Well, this is to add that mentorship alumni networking cost. It is under other as the service type.
Mhm.
And then that will pull through here. See if I can.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Let's see. I got it in there. So let's see if it worked for me.
Yeah.
Refresh this here. Oh my God, it worked.
Oh, good. There we go.
Oh, but it's still like when I go back to the progress page, it'll have mentorship / alumni networking, and it'll have my $0 amount, but it still did not take away the provide connection for mentorship or peer support in-house. That's still at attention. And I think that's the issue because I tried pairing it with that one, the mentorship alumni networking. It just, I don't know why it's not responding. It's not allowing that provide connection for mentorship or peer support to be paired with mentorship / alumni networking.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna check over another screen here. If that was something that we need to, if that's been identified as something that we need to fix here. Yeah, it looks like we might need to add that then to the update we'll have in kind of the next round of updates we have.
Okay.
Which one was that under on the peer? Like, what was that option?
Provide connection for mentorship or peer support in-house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's under the other tab when you go to do the dollar service amount. It's under other, and the only mentorship option is mentorship / alumni networking.
Yeah, the right now it's only to get that one to count as like checked off basically
Mhm.
is the mentorship service. And is that not because the one of the things that we were going to add, I think it must have been added like after we had already done a lot of this alignment, were some of those other areas that were added to wraparound services. So for the time being, and if I'm not hearing or understanding your question right, let me know. But like on page 9 of that,
Mhm.
David, if you go back to right now, it's just like that mentorship service. And then as a update that we'd like to make is to have it so it could be either that service or the item that's in that wraparound
Yeah.
service, like as a dollar amount. So we could use either or, but at the moment it's the mentorship service. But that would be like an enhancement that we need to make. Like I said, I think we might have added some of those other options to the wraparound service after we had already done the alignment early on. Is that what you're saying? Is it this, you're saying that for under what J2 um on page 9, there's a lot there. Just trying to like go through each one but we can test it again too to make sure. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
No, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Just pairing that connection for mentorship or peer support with something that'll make this attention go away. I've even went as far as creating an entire new service needs assessment, and I put no, they do not need this type of service, and it won't disappear. I'm like 2 steps away from jump kicking the laptop outside.
And then David, did you capture that person that it's happening to? Because maybe we could look at that particular individual as well.
No, but Annette, if you can send me an email or help request ticket, we can kind of take a closer look at that customer and see what's going on.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Julie, I see you got your hand raised and you had it in the chat too, about the progress page. Were there other items on the progress page that weren't showing the way they should? Looks like you're on mute if you're talking.
Now?
Yep, can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, I was slightly unplugged there. I didn't realize that. So on the progress page, I've got a student looking at under career plan, it's got a red flag and it is listing that one of my classes is not, it's says started and open, but I've actually changed it and I just double checked it today. It has been marked as complete for quite a while now. And I've gone in and redone the complete on it and updated it. And then I've been continuously reloading this page. It's not changing the status on that. And then I also, so on service needs, again, because a student has gone out, I went in and did a new updated service needs assessment, and it is not changing the status of any of the needs assessments that were originally there at all. It's saying that it needs attention, but they're all things that I have been able to remove from that since he has left the program.
Yeah, and I
And
think with that, the service needs assessment, that's an update that we have that we're gonna have soon. Where kind of the most recent service needs assessment completed is being reflected over here. It looks like it's just keeping that first one, even
okay,
if it is updated and refreshed.
okay,
And for the service here, I think I would just have, or you're saying again, the red flag here.
right.
And just to confirm, the status of the service is marked as successful completion.
Yes, it's marked as successful completion. It has been. I actually went in and did it again today just to make sure that it was, for some reason, it was showing it as complete, but it wasn't actually acknowledging that on this page. And so I went in and said, okay, let me just enter everything again and did that. And it's still not changing. So I don't know.
Yeah, that might be another customer I'll have to take a closer look at. Would you be able to send me
I
that customer
can,
so I can
yeah, and I'll check
take a
another
quick
one
look?
too that I have to see if anybody else is doing it. This particular one just happens to be that way. And then this is an across the board. Um, under on the top, the initial page, the reporting systems where it has the list of all of our students,
Mhm.
it says employment, post-secondary. They're all saying not placed, and I've gone in and entered jobs for multiple of these, and every single one of them is still listed as not placed. So I don't know if there's another area that I'm missing that I'm supposed to be doing that. How do
No,
I change their
I
no.
employment
think
status?
I think that wasn't that something we've had on a list of a thing to be fixed, but it just hasn't bubbled up to
I
the.
think so. I know in JTED, I'll have to double check for CEJA, but yeah, it looks like even in tests, I'm not seeing
Yeah,
anyone who's
I
marked
think
as
we have
placed.
it's identified as an issue. We just
Okay.
I've been working
I
on some
thought we
other
talked
things.
about it before, but I wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. James, I see you got your hand raised as well.
Hi, yes. I guess mine's a little different topic. Reporting for year two. I guess what's the status on workNet producing the reports that we need for the different reporting, or how is reporting going to look for year two?
Which report
We
was
have
that?
reports in there, the work plan and the plan versus actual. I just think we need to coordinate with the CEJA team and the RAs to how we want to roll that out and provide guidance on that.
Okay. Yeah, and to answer, I'm from CEJA, Workforce Hubs, out of Rockford area. So I was just kind of seeing if what our status was as us being able to do that reporting right out of there with the work plan. So
Yes, just to kind of also give you a heads up. So we need to coordinate, guidance and like that activity with the RAs. So we're working with them. There's some things that we've changed over time, with, for example, like the different, like early on the services, how like Bridge, had like multiple services, and then in order to, like, as an enhancement to make it easier for data entry and everything, that's been changed to now it's just a Bridge service. So there are, within the reports, it now looks for the Bridge service. So one of the things as part of that coordination effort is we'll need to work with you, and we'll have, a person here that can help with updating some of the older data in the system so that it pulls through properly. So because it is looking for, like the Bridge specific as opposed to something like clean energy basics or something like that. So um, yes.
So for the month of July, the July monthly report, should we be doing that just on the Excel spreadsheet then? And like do the narrative in the Excel spreadsheet? Or I know last week we talked about doing it in the work plan, and reports, just doing like the narrative section for the monthly report. I guess I'm just wondering what you guys want for July, since that's due pretty soon.
Emily, this is Larry. One of the, well, we'd hope to be a little bit further along than we are, but as Natasha mentioned, because of the way that the system tabulates the status of individuals and the change that we made there, the monthly report in the system won't give us the accurate numbers until we kind of get this data issue resolved. So for now, and I don't know, Michelle may still maybe on the line too, but I think that we should probably just default to the spreadsheet again for the July activity, and hopefully fingers crossed, eyes crossed, toes crossed. We'll be able to do this we'll be able to do it in the system for the August activity report.
Awesome. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Any other questions or things you'd like for us to go over today? Hi, Ida.
Me again. Um, just had one more question while you're going to look into that pairing question. I was having the same issue under the referral status. There's a referral to a local food pantry or other organizations to apply for SNAP benefits. I have several referrals in the system that answered this referral, and none of my food pantry ones are working to pair it with. The Department of Human Services is not working to pair it with. I don't know exactly what it's looking to be paired with or what I'm doing wrong here.
Let me see. That might need to be another one that I need to look into, but let me see if I can maybe mirror this here.
So I've been choosing that other health and nutrition. That's the only one that was fitting, but I think it wants something more specified with food pantry in it or the word SNAP or something. I'm not sure.
It could be. Yeah, maybe some of these aren't.
We're talking about for the referred to local food pantry. We
Yes.
have down on here for the referrals, like other services, food assistance. There.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's,
Okay.
that'll probably be the one here.
See if that one works here. Other services, food assistance. Excuse me. I'm refreshing now to see if that took care of it. And it did. Okay. Thank you kindly.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, and so based on the conversation from last week, we did put together, that set of instructions. And so the instructions, I don't know, maybe we need to add it also in the quick start guide. But it's in, where is it? Sorry, my overall computer's being really slow on everything. I think it's like on that policies and procedures page. In like the partner guides. But maybe we need to also add it to I'll give you, yeah. Like there, the service needs assessment and service alignment. The one down, yeah. There you go. So that's where you can see the whole overall, everything broken out.
Any other questions? If not, Larry or Diana, is there anything you'd like to share with the group?
Nothing except for just the clarification from earlier that the July monthly reports will be due on the 10th of this month, and that they still need to be done by the spreadsheet rather than on the system.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry. I
Mhm.
also just want to remind one that our partners from NIU will be reaching out to each of you to review your data and continue to troubleshoot any other issues and collaborate with David and Natasha to help everybody get in alignment with what's being reported in the monthly reports and what's in the CEJA reporting system. So extra support is on the way. I appreciate everybody's time and patience as we continue to work through all these little kinks. Thanks, David. Thanks, Natasha.
Thanks, Diana. All right, well, if there's nothing else, we can end the recording here. We'll get this posted to the partner guide, but if anything comes up, please send an email or a help request ticket and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.